Yo, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Intermission. I'm one of your hosts, Howard Edwards, and I'm happy to be back. Man, it feels like we haven't been here in a month or so?
Yeah.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Howard_Jerome. Go ahead and add the podcast on Intermission Pod at Instagram and our page on Facebook. And with me tonight is the illustrious Erlene.
Oh.
How are you doing, Erlene?
I'm good. My name is Erlene Mango. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at, what do we have for me up here? I don't even know what we got for me. What is it? Oh, we got to change all that.
You gotta get her other pod.
We got to change all that.
plug.
You can find me at Shall We Proceed Podcast on Instagram and Shall We Proceed Podcast on Facebook, or my personal Mango on Instagram. But I look for Erlene Mango. I'm the only one in the world, probably. So I've missed you, Howard.
Man, yeah, I missed you too.
It's been forever.
I know. You guys have noticed we're supposed to be having Marcus here today, but this is his first week at his new job, so they're over here doing all this.
Teacher life.
Yeah,
Teacher
man.
life.
So he'll be here on the next episode, whatever that'll be.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, glad you guys could join in. I know. I'm sure you all have missed us as well. It's been like
It's
I
been
said,
forever.
I think we recorded a show.
That's the last time we recorded.
2-3 weeks? Oh yeah, I think the last episode was for Lion King, right?
Yep. No. Did I
Yeah.
do Lion King with you?
No,
that was
Jarvis
that was
did,
Jarvis.
and Marcus, I think,
Yep.
right?
So
Yeah.
before that, I didn't do.
Yeah, it's been almost at least a month. I'm trying to figure out, man, my Facebook has changed so much. Anyways, great show for you
We're
guys.
not focused at all.
Sorry, guys. You know, getting a little rusty over here. Sometimes you
It's
can
been so
forget
long.
work the damn equipment.
So you've been doing well.
Oh yeah, man, just staying
You're
busy,
doing good.
traveling, work.
I know. I
growing
see. I thought
businesses,
I'm like living
building
vicariously through
brands.
you.
Oh man, how's everything going with you on your end? How is Shall We Proceed doing?
Shall We Proceed is doing really well.
Hell yeah, I know. I've seen
did
it.
episode number 12 last night, which was an emotional situation for a lot of people. It was really good. A friend of mine, Clarence Fontenot, who has had 2 heart transplants in his life,
Oh god.
and he was on telling his story. So it was really good to talk about that. It's gotten a great reception.
Hell yeah.
And then next week I'm episode 13, and I'm done for 5 weeks. Taking a
5
break.
week hiatus, huh?
Taking a hiatus because this baby is tired. I keep saying I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't know how everyone does it. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
Full-time job and trying to podcast
Yeah.
after
So,
that,
but I
coming up
love
with
it.
content.
I love y'all, but
Man, hold on, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a go. If you want to go ahead and address people on Facebook, like I gotta figure out why this thing won't let me share.
hello. Thank you. Shit.
I
Okay.
just put you on the spot.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. But no, thank you for tuning in. Please share the post, do a watch party. Get the word out there. Let everybody know we're here. Hello, Christopher. Myself and Howard are logged on right now. So share the podcast. Like he said, follow us on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel as well, and Facebook. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what's happening.
Man,
But we're gonna talk about some movie
my
and
phone
TV
changed
news
black.
today.
The damn my Facebook turned black. I have no idea where anything is anymore. Yo, don't update anything anymore, Apple. I'm tired of y'all doing this shit.
I told you, Apple's shit. Y'all don't listen to me.
I'm not gonna go that far though.
It's a piece of shit.
Oh yeah. So
Anyway, have you seen anything lately? Have you watched anything lately?
I haven't seen not one movie this last month.
Yeah.
Me and Jada, like I said, we've been traveling and stuff. So,
Mhm.
but we have caught a few episodes, different series and stuff. One in particular, The Boys.
The Boys, let me tell you something. The Boys, I love it. I love strange stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was telling you today, The Boys reminds me of when I watch Legion. I have to watch episodes twice,
Yeah.
and I love it.
One
You
of my
know.
favorite things about The Boys was that, one, with it being a graphic novel, I've never read the graphic novel, but I like that it started off on a really twisted note.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that I've always wondered, like, how superheroes would be in real life. Like, they're not gonna be all these like goody two shoes, but they're also not gonna be like this super like everything always just seems so extreme, and this kind of makes them seem way more human and more what I would picture somebody with infinite powers could do.
I liked
would
it,
be.
with Brightburn, the movie Brightburn. I love the fact that it was just the black side, the dark side of Superman situation. That's how I feel about The Boys.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not realistic, but still it's like that. It's not cookie cutter. It's not the whole good guy thing all the time.
Yeah.
And I like that stuff. I
So
like that quite a bit.
if you guys haven't seen The Boys or checked it out, it's Amazon, one of Amazon's Prime's newest self-produced shows. And quick synopsis: superheroes are real, And not only are they real, they work for corporate America, and they get contracted out to different states. And of course, the good U.S. of A. is the first place in the world to have superheroes.
Of course,
it's definitely an interesting take on that. And the thing that I like the most is that the guy who would be similar to Superman, he's got the most powers, is like the A1 guy, is the most fucked up.
It got
crazy.
Major issues.
All kinds.
Major
ranging
issues.
From megalomania to mommy issues.
Oh
all
yeah,
kind of shit.
He's fucked up. He's fucked up. But y'all should watch it. I love it.
It's definitely one of the best shows that I've watched so far this summer. I know my boy Kareem has been bashing it. Yeah, he posted this
Some people
thing.
watched the first episode like, this is stupid. I don't like this. This is shit.
He apparently watched the whole season. Shout out to Kareem. Watched the entire season of this show.
And still didn't like it.
Because he thought everybody cried too much. Like, he's got this whole comment on his Facebook where he's just talking about how much whining and shit.
I need to go look for it. I need to go.
He laid out and the funny thing is that when I read this, I was kind of like, fuck, he might be right. He went through every single character and just put what they whined about and why they suck.
Oh, I need to go back and read that.
It's probably the most clever thing I've ever seen him do. For sure.
That was a slight dig.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
And major shade on him.
That.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So, what have you been watching outside?
I finally started watching *Handmaid's Tale* because I wasn't emotionally ready for it compared to everything else we had going on.
You started it, or is like you just caught up to the new season?
I'm watching the new season. I've already seen it before. I finished *Orange Is the New Black*. I have issues with that last season of *Orange Is the New Black*.
I heard this last season was supposed to be like one of the best. I hate *Orange Is the New Black*, by the way.
The issue that I had with *Orange Is the New Black* is they tried to pack in every social issue going on right now in one season. And the same way with the season with the riot, started off really strong and got wonky as shit. And then the season after that was really good. This one just seemed like we got to close it off. We got to end it. And Piper's character gets on my fucking nerves.
She's out of jail too, right?
She's out of jail, but she gets on my nerves. Like
crack right there, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna ignore it.
Second puberty about this.
I was gonna ignore it, but Piper gets on my nerves. Tacy gets fucking screwed, but that's the legal system, as we know. It's just some things they brought up immigration and ICE, and they gave you backstories they should have given you a long time ago on backstories. And then the final scene is where they have every character we've ever seen who hadn't died pops up at some point in time.
Gotcha.
It was good, but I caught myself fast forwarding through some parts.
Almost as if they just got caught in that thing of just trying to do everything instead of just focusing on the thing.
It was good, and it ended, and they closed the loop on some shit. But I just think they try to put way too much in that season. It was way too much going on.
So is the series over?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. It was 7 seasons. 7 or 8?
A lot of these series have been ending pretty badly, it seems like. I mean, even with Game of Thrones, like, it feels like they try to do too much to put too many bows on things.
I think Game of Thrones, when you go back and look at season 1 and watch the last season, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
But I just think everyone's trying to rush and close the thing out. They don't know how to end it. Acting like Stephen King, they can't end shit the right way.
Yeah, but speaking of Game of Thrones, so we have a title, and filming has started, and we have a kind of release date.
And when's the kind of release date?
Sometime next year.
Oh, that's soon.
Yeah. It's still a whole year. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like the end of 2020. But as much
detail as they did into everything with Game of Thrones itself, you would think it just unless they have been working on it simultaneously with Game of Thrones.
See, I think that that might have been the case. They said they just started filming. I think it was like last week or a week before, because there were some photos that started surfacing with the new main star. But I don't buy that shit. There's no way that HBO is planning on releasing this shit in 2020. I'm pretty sure it said 2020, and that's like one of your flagship shows, and you're hoping that this next one's going to do the same thing, and you just start filming right now.
There's no way.
They understand how calculated they need to be with all.
That
was a cultural movement for a while.
It was. I mean, people were like, dope fiends.
Yeah.
Where's my hit?
When you inspire a whole subset of people who aren't watching the show
to watch the show,
to boast about how much they don't watch this show.
Yeah.
You got something special right there.
It's the new Popeyes and Chick-fil-A situation.
Yo, that shit's not like quick sidebar. That shit's been out all summer. How the hell is it just now taking off?
Somebody says it's been out since January, and people are just
shit.
acting brand new. I just think when you start, people put Chick-fil-A at this, like, we're all off topic, on this pedestal of greatness.
Are they
and
wrong?
then now, because this is a big comparison, we're doing comparisons everywhere now. Movies, who should go, what should go. And now you're comparing Chick-fil-A to Popeyes. How dare you? And all of a sudden now it's like, don't get the regular one, get the spicy one. I'm like, listen, you have just upped everyone's sales.
Yeah.
A friend of mine went today to get some Popeye sandwich, and they were out of condiments. And he's like, how they out of condiments? I said, look, are you really mad at them?
They're
Seriously?
doing what they're supposed to do.
I
They're
said,
selling out.
every location right now is sold out, so you're not going to have condiments. Well, that's
Yeah.
stupid. I was like, they didn't think that the man would be like this. And then that comedian came on stage, had a whole, on his podcast, he did a whole taste test, him and his Doughboy.
Yeah.
And they had the Chick-fil-A, and they bought every flavor, like the regular and spicy. And he was like, this is my new thing. So everyone else trying to go and try it. There's a wait for it. So
I think it's one of those things, and you mentioned this as if this wasn't something that's like engineered by them to start a bidding war and get people to go buy more shit. It's kind of like what Disney did. There was this picture that was released, or this whole little tweet rant back and forth with the Simpsons, making fun of like Disney and Star Wars and like, oh, you know, kind of like talking about their overlords and all this shit. But I was like, Simpsons is now owned by Disney. So if the Simpsons are talking shit about Disney, there's no way the writers of any of these Disney shows don't know that the Simpsons put that shit out. Like,
Yeah.
they're probably just all sitting in the same room like, all right, cool. So we're going to say this and y'all come up with some snarky
because
ass reply.
they figured out society loves the chaos and loves that type of banter, so you
Yeah.
play off of it.
Yeah.
You totally play off of it. So what are you gonna do?
Bro, Clinton just came in with the conspiracy theory. I like
It's a
that.
distraction.
Saying yeah. So there's been a lot of stuff. You know what's going on down in the Amazon rainforest? It's been burning for 3 weeks.
Mhm.
So I keep seeing like everything's a distraction from the Amazon fire. Not laughing at the fire because holy shit, that's crazy. But
It is.
I think people just like their chicken, and I think
No.
everybody just is stuck in this whole
I
thing.
have
of everything has to be
always-
compared, and it can't be. This is good. This is good. They're both good.
I've always said though, anytime something happens, there's always gonna be something to. We're a society where we're like selective outrage or selective attention.
Mhm.
You know, we're the kitten with the yarn or squirrel. Like what's that? We're that squirrel. You know.
Yeah.
So
I just got that reference. I know
you never. You just got it.
So once again, I forgot what
You're so
movie it's
young.
from. No,
Ice Age.
yeah. So I've never seen Ice Age, and anytime Jada would make fun of me for that all the time. and
Rightfully
say that,
so.
Whatever. And then I'm sitting in a meeting last week, and someone says it, and then the movie Ice Age comes up, and I'm like, oh, it's from that movie that I've
Squirrel.
never seen before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Squirrel. That's the best
I
thing
don't watch
ever.
cartoon movies.
But also in movie news, Matrix #4.
Oh fuck yeah! So there's a lot of people pissed by this because Matrix 3 wasn't
They're
that
trying
great.
to break it down.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
how's it even going to happen? So
Who cares? You got Keanu. You've got the Wachowski sisters. I feel so. I'm not even gonna
oh
make
yeah,
comment,
Up.
but yeah,
It's from Up. Yeah, it's also from Up.
Up.
also,
Okay,
with the
another
balloons.
movie I've never seen. But yeah, I don't know what direction they're going, and they can literally do anything. What I would really like to see is them go and maybe show some like older iterations of the Matrix. I don't know how Keanu would fit into this.
He wouldn't.
Yeah, but who cares? Like, it's the Matrix. I mean, it's like if they dropped a new Harry Potter movie right now that was for Harry Potter, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd still go see it. You wouldn't go see if they just dropped
I
a
would
Harry
go
Potter
see
movie?
it, but it
Yeah.
would get highly. See, the thing about it is,
It might not be good.
we're talking about a movie we saw. It's 20 years old now.
Almost, yeah. The first one came
Okay.
out in 2000.
So technology
1999,
has
2000.
changed. Our mindset has changed. We've had other things come up that have blown our mind. So we're looking at everything very critically.
But the concept of that movie
And
was
everyone's
so
saying
groundbreaking.
how Neo died. I think what they're going to do is, I said, who really dies in the Matrix, right? I did that. I threw that there. Who really dies in the Matrix? I think it's going to be a kid. Neo and Trinity's kid may be in it.
Man, if they do that, I'll be pissed off.
But it's a possibility. It's a possibility of a
But how,
child
look, 'cause
born in Zion.
didn't Trinity die too?
No, just Neo.
Mm.
Morpheus
think-
was still alive.
You don't think they're sterile though? Because they were being grown. Like I don't think they could. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong because they had kids born in Zion.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, I think it may be either he gets plugged back in
Mhm.
because not Anderson. Who was the?
They don't show us that he dies outside the Matrix.
No,
though.
he's in the. He was all plugged up, and his body did something, and he just laid there. But we assume he's dead.
So let me run
He may
somebody-
not be
well,
dead.
Okay, so at the end of the movie, all right.
I'm
so
just saying.
I constantly. The Matrix is one of my favorite movies. So I've probably
time.
last time I watched it was like last year, all
Mhm.
3 of them.
Mhm.
But I'm always seeing new things every few months pop up about new theories about this and breaking down what these different things mean. And like I finally saw one that actually made sense, and it was looking at how each iteration of the Matrix is supposed to fix some component of it.
Mhm.
And so at the end of this one, we see something that's supposedly not a normal thing, and that's that 2 pieces of software have had a child, and now she's in control. So I think that what we're going to see, they could actually have a valid story, because the whole thing is about making humans comfortable and having another layer of control.
Right.
But the component that was missing was this idea of love in this. I'm not trying to get too in the weeds about this.
You're
but
in it though.
That the baby software is supposed to represent
You're in
that.
it. You're in it.
I see a story that could be
But
made.
because
I see a
if
story
you
that
if
could
you
be
play
made.
with that, you're playing into that one character where they were trying to get their child out of there. Remember?
She's the one in control now, though. If you rewatch that ending scene,
She's the one. Oh.
she's talking to the Oracle, and then they ask her, "So, did you create that sunset?" And she said,
Oh,
"Yeah,
my
I did that for Neo."
goodness.
So if you go back and watch that scene, and then you
Okay.
watch the scene with the architect, he tells you that each level of control they've added is a response to something that went wrong in the previous iteration.
That's why
of that.
a 4 is totally possible, because they're going to try to fix
They're
what
factoring
he
in
broke
love.
down.
That's
They're-
what they're factoring in.
Yeah.
Is love as a system of control.
And I think they're saying when is this going to come out? There's no set date yet, right?
I don't think so, but I don't give a shit. All I know is that Keanu signed up, and they got the Wachowskis. And granted, nothing they've put out since the first and maybe the second one has been good, because they also did Jupiter Ascending.
Okay, listen.
It's trash.
Don't
movie.
judge me. I like that shit.
Okay.
I liked it. I don't know why.
Why did you like that movie? It's so bad.
I don't know
Nothing
why.
about it is good.
I don't know. I've been doing so well with you not judging my choices in life.
But this one I
I-
can't let you get by.
I like.
Channing Tatum is a space werewolf that has
Listen.
hover skates.
Listen, I don't know
What the
why.
fuck is
I
that?
can't.
And he has these weird ears. What the fuck
I
is
can't
that?
even explain to you why. I
Space werewolf
don't know.
and hover skates.
I just know I like the movie. I do. I like the movie.
All right. So
I
I'm gonna
can
ask
watch
you
it
something.
all the time.
Did you ever seen John Carter from Mars?
Yes.
Okay. Did you like that one? Okay, cool. I'm fine with that one. That one's good.
I did.
But
and I read
Jupiter,
the book.
Jupiter
Yeah.
Ascending is like John Carter and The Matrix, and then any other weird Disney movie.
No.
Bullshit. It is.
No.
It definitely is. How's it not?
No. I wish they'd do another part 2 to John Carter.
And it flopped at the. It flopped
But
at the
I just
thing. And
think
it
the
was
way
3 hours long.
It was so good.
Box
though.
office flop.
Visually, it was beautiful. Also,
It was a great movie. The story is actually not too bad. I thought it was pretty
I
good.
think it would do better. That movie would have did better, like release in 17, 18, or 19,
Mm-hmm.
because people just weren't ready for that type of sci-fi
How
yet.
do you like Jupiter Ascending?
I don't
Crazy.
even. I can't even justify it. I cannot. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I can't even tell you.
Man,
I just like it.
I'm not gonna do you like what happened with the whole soul food thing, but
No, you better not.
but that's on par.
Not
This is on par. And this is justified.
Don't
I don't know
judge
anybody
me.
that likes that movie.
Don't judge me. Hello, everyone who's watching on Facebook Live as I break up the conversation of me
Yeah.
liking Jupiter.
Also, we had a few anybody that dropped off. I know Facebook Live. It seemed like it would keep going in and out and in and out. So a little bit of technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on with that, but if it does cut out, the whole show will be available to watch tomorrow or Friday. I forgot the timeline now. It's been so long. It would be Thursday or Friday. Okay, so before
Mine usually
Saturday.
drop the same night. So what's the deal with that? I don't understand what's happening with that.
I don't know what's happening with that. Nah, my name is Earlene.
So listen, listen.
And I like Jupiter Ascending.
Oh, that's what we're gonna do?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, Aqua.
I'm
Listen.
fine with that. I've learned to embrace it at
Embrace
this point. Yeah.
It's so not even an insult, so it doesn't even work. So the next thing we're talking about is what?
Jada's new thing is to let people take pictures with me
Is she gonna make some money off of it?
I
Jada,
keep-
if you're gonna do it, let's charge, man.
We went to a bar last week, and it was some older lady's birthday, and her husband apparently gets some other celebrity, and she kept taking pictures going around the bar trying to name celebrities that people look like, and she did a terrible job. But Jada definitely got a kick out of that.
we gotta make some money, Jada, off of that.
I'm trying, man.
Build some college funds on that.
I'll sell them, whatever.
Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Bye-bye, Spider-Man.
Bye.
So this one kind of sucks because with everything leading up with this whole Venom thing, you see the huge difference in letting one property run it versus another.
Yeah.
And the poorer property is the one keeping Spider-Man. So that kind of sucks.
The poorer property.
I don't mean poor like
I know what you mean.
finances, but I mean I guess that's a real thing too.
It is.
In terms of just quality of production and storytelling. So I mean, fuck, dude, all behind money. I don't know what it is.
The root of all evil.
Fucking, I'm actually surprised Disney lost this one though, because they've been killing it with acquiring properties.
I think they
all they need, like, this actually is a setback for Marvel outside of just like losing Spider-Man, but like they don't have the Hulk already. And now you're and they've been 2 successful films that have come out that have actually done well.
They probably think they can make them money with everything else and not worry about Spider-Man.
Jeremy Renner came out today and was trying to say, "Yo, let's get Spider-Man back and all this," but I don't know what that shit. That's stupid. I guess though we'll be able to see Venom and Spider-Man on the same screen though, so that'd be cool.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, Clinton. Yeah, $1 billion would definitely make someone change their mind real quickly.
Absolutely.
I mean, shit, dude. I still haven't seen Far From Home yet, though. Have you seen it?
Yes. No, I have not. I finally watched Spideyverse.
Oh, that one was good.
I finally watched this is really, really good. I haven't watched the Far From Home yet.
See,
I haven't seen anything. I am a total movie slacker right now. It's so unlike me at all.
Too. I haven't been in the movie since, like I said.
And I've been seeing some great. I haven't. Yeah.
So Clinton, I get they want the 50-50 split, but let's be real here. If I was Disney, I wouldn't give Sony a 50-50 split. Why would I?
Not for
do
one.
that?
No.
Because who do you think's been taking like the majority of the risk and paying for everything?
Absolutely.
That's why you don't see. I've never seen a. I don't remember seeing a Sony like title card in the movie
ever,
because they're not putting up the money.
They're gonna hold on to Spider-Man because they need to hold on to him, but they realize like it's a losing battle. Disney doesn't need it. They can easily do something else without Spider-Man. We won't like it, but they're not gonna lose money over it.
Yeah, the MCU will continue.
It will chug on.
And the funny thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, Spider-Man didn't, like, outside of his own movies, him being taken out of the story doesn't really change very much.
Anything at all.
So,
and there's too much stuff coming out right now that you're not even going to remember Spider-Man.
Oh my God, that whole timeline.
The timeline
we
is
got the last movie that we needed
ridiculous.
from him.
Yeah, that's it. So they're like, okay, keep it.
Yeah.
What you going to do with it? You do anything with it right now, and we're going to literally
release X-Men,
eclipse
Fantastic Four. They got all these new properties, like
Black Widow.
I'm not too,
but it's coming.
Excited about that one though.
I am.
It's curious.
Way overdue. We're gonna watch it. It's way overdue.
Black Widow has always been one of my favorite characters. I just don't know
who raised you both.
Yeah, Clint. I don't know. I'm just gonna sidestep one, but I just don't want it to be overshadowed like how they did with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Where it's used as this platform to push a political agenda instead of just being a great movie. So we'll see how that goes. Plus, Scarlett Johansson, some of her movies where she starred in for the last few movies have been pretty bad.
Well, this is a character that she knows, but we know her as
Lucy.
Listen.
Wasn't she Atomic Blonde too? Who did Atomic Blonde?
That was Charlize Theron.
In my mind, I sometimes think they're the same person.
The fight scenes were good in Atomic Blonde, but
the soundtrack was dope.
Soundtrack was amazing. It's just a 80s espionage spy movie. Okay.
Yeah.
But I actually liked Lucy.
So Clinton just pointed out that, like, they can't even acknowledge Spider-Man. Like, they can't say his name. Whatever.
It's easy. It's easy to not.
He's not gonna be mentioned in. He doesn't have to be mentioned in the Doctor Strange movie.
It's easy to not mention him.
he wasn't even really mentioned outside of Iron Man.
Mm-mm.
So
If Iron Man didn't bring him up in Endgame, you wouldn't even talk about Spider-Man.
yeah,
And that's what I mean. That was his driving
wasn't even
force. But
necessary. And then you got that whole thing that I just saw it released yesterday, that someone spotted another superhero that everybody's been wanting to see, Nova.
mm-hmm.
Apparently, he actually makes a cameo in the Endgame battle scene. I have only seen Endgame one time, so I'm gonna go back. And
I need to go back and watch that. I don't
Yeah.
remember seeing that ever.
So apparently, it's like off to the side, and it's one of the. It's supposed to be an Easter egg because people have been asking because there was that whole.
That's how they
dismissal
drive
of,
you up to watch that shit over again. So now I have to
we're
go
gonna forget about
home.
Spider-Man.
I'm gonna have to go home right now and watch Endgame and see if
Hey
I
guys,
see
go buy
Nova
another movie ticket. Go buy this movie on Blu-ray, so
I
that
will
way you
be
can go and spot
doing something
Nova.
on my phone and watching it.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it sucks not being able to see Spider-Man, but at the same time,
they're not losing any sleep over it, and Sony's just trying to use it. And if you think about it, you don't use it as your card to get more money or to Spider-Man. You gonna use him to lobby something? Come on now.
see, I think Universal owns the rights to Hulk. This would be a good time for them to try and broker a deal with Disney.
Yeah,
And just be like, hey, listen, we don't need a 50-50 split. You give us a 60-40.
just run us some money though.
60-40,
Get us out the hole.
bro. Yeah, help us out because,
Help us out.
man, if we can get a Hulk movie again, I would love that.
So good.
So we can get like Planet Hulk or like one of
Done
those.
the right way?
Oh my God. Or see like Hulk get pissed off and go on in that whole World Buster Hulk
Yeah.
and like fuck some things up. That'd be dope.
Some shit.
So
We have a
You
few
know.
movie trailers.
we do, don't we?
We do, and you haven't seen any of them.
Mm-mm.
So I
I
think
was planning on trying to watch them on my way here, but
that didn't happen. So
dropped the ball.
yeah, you dropped
on
the
that
ball.
one.
The first one we're going to talk about is it's going to be a moving story. So it's like a documentary movie, whatever what they call it. True story about the guy.
Biopic?
Biopic. Thank you.
I was about to say a documentary is just called a documentary.
Yes. Shit. Thank you. A
You're welcome.
biopic on
That's what I'm here for.
Brian Barnes is his name. Brian Banks, the football player who was in college, falsely accused of rape, and he did 7 years, I want to say, in prison, and he finally
who's
got.
the director on this?
I cannot remember. I
believe this
can't
project got
remember.
greenlit.
But
I'm happy.
it's
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
interesting. So I'm excited about it.
Oh shit!
Yep.
I like him as an actor too. He's good. Damn, this is the second movie they've produced that takes shots at cops.
You need to concentrate on getting employed.
In 2019,
About football.
Did you see that movie? The Hate You. It's called The Hate You Make.
that's why I wasn't able to watch
It was hard to see
Handmaid's
what
Tale
happened.
right away. It was just too much for me.
Football gave me an option.
He's been on Banks has been on the interview spree lately, talking about his story and the making of this movie and him being happy with the casting and everything like that. So
Yeah.
I feel this is going to be a really good
When he
movie.
was accused of a crime he did not commit.
Yeah.
He lost 11 years. Scholarship. He was prevented from playing football. The system is broken. We have 10 months to clear his name.
If in that time they do not overturn your conviction, you'll be a prisoner.
I don't want anyone to come and say it's another white savior movie. I ain't got
I was
time for
just thinking
shit.
that.
I don't.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I hope they don't do what they did. What's that fucking movie? The other football movie?
The Blind Side.
Yeah.
It's not The Blind Side. This,
I hope not.
it's all true. It's all true stories, though.
Blind
he had
Sto-
to get.
Blindside was too.
All you can control in life.
What's up, Morgan Freeman?
I know what I have.
Can't do no wrong with Morgan Freeman.
I like that the movies are also
Trust me, we got a plan.
not really relying on Morgan Freeman from this.
Exactly.
They're letting some younger actors and some.
And I'm
some
glad
lesser-known
he's
actors
playing
shine.
the lead role because I like him as an actor, and I think he could have done a lot more.
I'll tell you what.
I can't remember the last thing I've seen him in.
He's been in the movie. I saw him in a TV show. It was called. He was played like a crook who was helping save people's lives or something like that. Anyway, I'm excited about it though.
Yeah,
I'm excited about this, but I'll see some interviews that.
Clinton, shut the fuck up, dog. Howard is not the new Marcus, all right?
I don't know why he
even
would
know
even
what
say
even
that.
means.
Why would he even
I didn't
say
see
that?
some trailers, okay? Some movie trailers. Did
We-
you not
we're
see
all-
my deep dive into the Matrix
Calm down.
and knowing what's going on?
Calm.
I knew that Nova had a cameo in a movie
It's
for
okay.
2 seconds.
It's okay.
Clinton, you watch yourself,
It's okay. It's okay.
bro. I will come to Japan for you, dog.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't even know if he's even still in Japan.
I think I don't know.
Are you, Clinton? Hey, bro, are you still in Japan?
Like, I'm gonna come find you, but where are you?
DM me your address.
Yeah, so I can come get you.
My passport is still valid.
I'm excited about that one. That's coming out. I want to say either end of this year or beginning of next year. And y'all are hilarious. The next
What is
trailer that
goddamn
we
shit
have
talking, man?
is
Marcus will be here for you to beat up in a few weeks.
he says yes. The next trailer we have is the one
On
starring
site, dog.
Listen, on site. On site. The next trailer is gonna be called Hustlers, the one with Jennifer Lopez, Cardi B.
I haven't seen it. Oh wait, actually, I think I did see this one.
So the trailer for this is it's based on a true story as
Maybe.
well.
You mentioned Cardi B.
It's a true
pretty
story
sure
as
I've seen
well.
this one.
So
Hi guys, I am so excited because the day is finally here.
Nope, haven't seen
It's
this
the
one.
She's
17th,
50.
and we're
I
gonna
know,
give you
right?
the hustle
Shit.
trailer right now.
wild.
I hope you guys
Listen,
enjoy it. Really proud
J-Lo,
of this movie.
Angela
Really excited
Bassett.
about it.
I saw one
It'll
with
be out
Selma
September
Hayek.
13th.
I was like,
it's
yo,
ridiculous, man.
send me your
I'm
diet.
an underachiever in this
Oh,
world.
I've seen this. I have seen this one.
Ankle hook, knee hook.
I guess it makes sense I've seen this one, right?
It makes total sense you've seen this. I've watched it many times myself. So yeah. I've watched it many times. This is where I think. Remember, Cardi B came out about how she used to do the same thing. I'm thinking it was on the filming of this. Someone leaked what she was probably sharing her personal story,
Yeah.
saying that this is what girls have done.
I always wanted to work with animals. I was close. These Wall Street guys.
I'm just let's just appreciate. Let's just take a moment
From everybody.
and appreciate
Everything.
how damn good J-Lo looks in this movie, and just off top.
And it does not
She
reward
looks great.
people who play by the rules.
Just appreciate it.
She can't act for shit though.
But
and
the
I'm
fact of the
still
matter
thinking
is,
what's
this is
about
going to
happen.
sound awful, but who gives a shit right now how she can act tonight? She looks amazing,
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't give a shit. But I'm
and
just saying.
Kiki's in this too.
And says what? I spent $5,000 at a strip club. Send help.
I mean,
I had a friend that fell asleep at a strip club, and by fell asleep, he blacked out. Definitely spent like $20,000 on
Well-
a credit card that was tied to his parents.
oh yeah, see, this is what happened to him. This is what happened. He got. I heard though, her right there was causing problems on set. Like she wanted top billing. You know she's nominated for an Oscar.
Oh, she is? I don't know. She is.
So she was, she wanted top billing and stuff like that. So, but that's the truth though. Who's going
What
to?
is she up for an Oscar for?
Crazy.
Oh, she's on Crazy Rich Asians?
Yeah.
I just saw like a brief cameo from Cardi.
Yeah.
You know, Tony wouldn't let this happen. I'm
I think she's just doing a brief little thing. Now it makes sense. Huh? Yeah.
I'm down for this.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But who's really going to admit I'm in a strip club? I got. Who's going to admit it? Like she said, who's going to
Good
admit?
story.
Yeah. So that's another Bayou pick.
Biopic.
Bio.
I don't know what kind of Bayou pics you talking about.
Shit.
But biopic, yeah. But no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that at all. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. The last trailer is the Amazon movie with Orlando Bloom.
I have seen this trailer too.
You have?
Yeah, so
I'm
2 for 3.
excited, and this starts
2 for 3.
next week.
Yeah.
This starts next week, so I'm excited about this.
They had that little crazy teaser. Where
yeah.
It was
there was them like back to back or face to face looking at each other.
like, yeah.
All I know is after she
This
did a
one-
horrible job in Suicide Squad, she needs to redeem herself as the fucking witch.
She's not a good actress.
She's not a good actress. She's pretty though.
Yeah.
She's a unique look about her.
Does she though? She looks pretty basic. I guess when you slap on some like blue paint and sparkles, anybody will look unique.
Damn, that was
She
messed
got pretty
up.
ass, though.
Yeah, she's cute.
Chaos of wars brought a new wave of refugees to these shores.
It's like a whole mutant fantasy thing. I'm really excited about
They will
this.
never accept us. They will never understand us.
It's time for a fresh start.
God, you don't know, do you?
No what? Philo's alive.
You're police?
I've been charged with finding the man responsible for these attacks.
I'm excited.
It kind of has a Penny Dreadful type feel to me.
And I love Penny Dreadful.
I only seen 2 episodes of that. 2 episodes. Penny Dreadful.
You only seen 2 episodes?
I don't know why. I didn't think it was bad. I just never.
You should go back and watch it. It's only 3 seasons, and deliberately only did 3 seasons. But you'll be mad about how it ends, also. So.
Neither man nor fae.
Oh, I like her.
That made it look like old boy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
was going to get her killed.
You would think Guillermo del Toro did this.
Yeah.
Has a very Guillermo del Toro feel about it.
Yeah, it does.
A man's no better than the pain he's caused the people he loves.
And I want to say it starts on the
What he
31st.
wants to do to set it right.
I'll figure it out.
Amazon Prime, my Prime member, I shall be partaking. Carnival Row. Yep, Labor Day weekend.
All right, I'm not mad at that.
Not mad at it at all.
There was something else that came out. I just lost my train of thought that we didn't talk about. No, I'll think about it. It was something that popped into my head that I know you would have wanted to talk about. And that commercial had made me think of, or that trailer made me think of it, but damn, I can't think of it now. Oh well. I'll post it on something though. Something
Okay,
other. Yeah.
There's some horror flicks coming out too also. There was one called 8, the South African horror movie. You seen that trailer for that? Man, listen. It takes place in South Africa and it's about, I guess, like folklore and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It seems really creepy. I thought we had talked about it. It's been so long since we sat at the table.
Yeah. See,
It's so messed up. I should probably go back and watch old.
it's all this damn movie is on the tip of my tongue, or a TV show, and it comes out. I saw something about it like 2 weeks ago.
Do you know the actor that's in it?
No, but it's something kind of like fantasy type shit like that. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
I'm good.
Henry Cavill, the Witcher.
Oh yeah, we
didn't
talked
talk
about
about.
we talked about it like months ago when they had a teaser thing that he was playing that, but
they had that full on trailer though.
Oh, we haven't talked about that.
Okay.
Since then, we haven't talked about that since.
So I'm looking forward. I think it was.
That's
full
gonna
trailer,
be.
yeah.
We had to see the teaser months ago.
I'm fucking excited about that.
I want to say it was last year we saw the teaser.
Okay, yeah, because they just released something like a month ago
Yep.
or 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, I've been following him on Instagram and his training and stuff like that, and his getting ready for it.
Oh yeah,
he's rather
he's
rather yummy. I have personal reasons why. I watch him.
He's rather
fucking
yummy.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
shit.
I have personal reasons why I watch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. His Instagram's kind of funny. He had I guess he was on a boat or some shit, and he made some really douchey comment about, yeah, have you ever seen anybody look this good on a boat? And then he had his dog. And
he's so awkward that it's okay with me. Like I was like, you're adorable.
See, I like the fact though that you got somebody who has like that kind of charisma and also has that kind of persona, but then you find out that we definitely talked about this though. Well, I think I talked about it with Jarvis actually, but also as a classically trained actor.
Yes.
So
yes. That's why I liked Superman. A lot of people did not, but because I can appreciate his background.
Yeah,
and that movie didn't do him justice, but I think he did a really good job.
Yeah,
he's coming to his own since then.
We definitely did talk about this actually.
We did, but we didn't talk about it in depth. We didn't have a full trailer yet.
No, me and Jarvis talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm remembering it. Damn, that seemed like so long ago.
It was. It was a long time ago.
Man, we gotta start recording more.
we gotta do better in life.
Hell yeah.
We gotta do better in life.
But yeah, so I'm excited for that too for him because I mean, he's got a lot more learning, I guess, to do. And he's already what I consider one of my favorite actors in Hollywood right now, and I feel like he has so much more potential. Like it's gonna be pretty good.
Yep.
So what do you got on your list of things that you're gonna watch this next coming week?
Well, fuck, I'm gonna go back and watch Endgame.
Oh yeah, you gotta see Nova.
Shit.
Yeah.
I need to see Nova. I need to take my nephew to go see Lion King.
I haven't seen that shit either.
We promised to take him, we haven't. And he started school already, so I'm taking him to see Lion Fire this weekend. And I need to catch up on rewatch Boys like I've been doing. And I want to start, of course, Carnival Row. And has Legion started yet? If it hasn't, go back and watch my Legion.
I got one episode left in the last season, and I don't know what I tried to watch
That's
the
what
other
I
day.
love about it.
I got no fucking idea what was
Because
going
Legion, you have to watch Legion over again. You have to watch each episode at least 3 times.
on. Yeah, I'm about to start that over. So because this is the last season for Legion that's coming out, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I started rewatching Suits and got caught up. I forgot how much I liked Suits for a while. It seemed like it was the same thing, but I went back and did it. And then
they're in the last season as well, right?
They are, but the spinoff for Pearson about Jessica, that's on its 6th episode. So they started that one. So I heard it's a little bit different. It's more about like a little bit like politics and stuff. So I'm gonna take a look at that. I also want to take a look at. I was telling you about this show earlier. The same writers for The Boys have another show that's been out on what's the show that the channel that Walking Dead's on?
AMC.
They had another series called Preacher that's on there.
Yeah.
And I watched the first episode last week. The first episode, it's been out for a few years, but I watched the first episode, and I gotta say that was one of the trippiest shows I've ever seen in my life. And the craziest thing about this whole thing, the fight scenes in this shit, it almost feels like to me like a Guy Ritchie movie mixed with because like they got ridiculous accents and the dialogue is kind of crazy. It's kind of like that weird wonky dialogue that he does on some of his movies, but it's entertaining. Mixed with like the film style of Legion.
Oh, okay.
Where it's a lot of bright colors and weird angles.
Plays with your
and then it plays with your senses, and then things don't progress like you think they do. Like the first episode, there is like a fight scene that drags on for like 2 minutes between 3 people, and you don't get any explanation why this fight scene's happening, and they're just driving through a cornfield, and you can tell that they're on is like an old timey like drive wheel or whatever that's called, like when back in like the early 80s and 90s when they would show movies, it'd be like a fake scene in the back. They wouldn't be really driving. They filmed it like that in the car, and then somebody gets killed with a giant corn cob.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, it gets better though. The girl who survived lands on this farm where there's two young ass kids that are home by themselves, and she stays there all day with them, preparing for an attack, and MacGyver's all these crazy ass weapons out of moonshine and nails, and then she locks the kids up, and then she said, "Come out when you hear no more noise," and you hear all these helicopters and all this shit, and it's like she got into a fight with the army. And you see all these explosions, but you don't know what actually happens, and then they get up, and she has this crazy accent. She's just as sweet as can be. And she's just covered in head to toe with blood, and this little 7 and 8 year old brother and sister come out, and then and I fell asleep at that point. But I was just like, "What the fuck am I?"
Just happened.
There's a scene where it opens up in the universe by Saturn, and you see this bright light that plummets to Earth.
I need to catch.
Hits a preacher.
Is it a new
in
show,
Africa.
or has it been around for a long time?
No, it's like 3 seasons, 3 years old.
Then I think it's on this last season. Then I think that's the one's on this last season.
So
Lucifer's on his last season.
Oh God. So it's like American Gods mixed with Legion, mixed with if Guy Ritchie was involved.
I love American Gods. Have you
I don't know.
seen the one? I don't know if it started yet, but I really want to see with John Goodman called Righteousness or Righteous.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
It's going to be on HBO, and it has John Goodman. Let me tell you something. That man has never stopped working.
Yeah.
Roseanne decades ago got canceled or whatever. He has always worked.
Because he was just in like Cloverfield, the second one.
And then he was in something else, but he's always worked. Always worked. It's called Righteous, coming out on HBO. I think it's already out or it's coming out like next week or something like that. So
hell yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to watch. We got to catch up. So next time we record, we have a show, we have something to talk about.
Yeah, see, and we
need to do better in life.
This is personally part of my favorite part of the year. We're in that last half, and we're about to get all the good TV shows and shit. We've got Watchmen coming up soon. We've got the new season of Westworld coming up, which looks like it's going to be pretty good. Some pretty solid movies will be closing out the year too. Star Wars towards the end of the year. Cats.
I'm excited to see Cats. Cool. I'm excited.
Idris Elba and what's her name?
Jennifer Hudson is in it.
Idris Elba, Jennifer Hudson, and then Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she is in that as well.
I think that's going to be pretty interesting. It comes out the same weekend as Star Wars, which will be the first time that a big, highly anticipated movie like that is opening the same weekend as a Star Wars movie.
Well, because Star Wars hasn't really been doing well in the theater, so they're not worried
still
about
making
it.
a bunch of money.
It is, but it's
Boatloads of
always
money.
it does great like opening. They're like it falls off, so they're not really worried about it.
Well, J.J. Abrams is back on this one, so maybe it'll be good. And
Yeah.
they've got Palpatine back in here, and there's a lot of anticipation for how the fuck he figures back in. And they're back using Sith again, which wasn't supposed to be. So
It's gonna be good. I'm excited.
hopefully,
And the
or it's
year,
gonna be terrible.
opening year is gonna be good also.
Yeah,
This is gonna be because 2019 had a good movie year, and I think 2020 is gonna be a really good movie year as well.
yeah.
I'm excited about it.
I just like seeing that there's a lot of big movies coming out. It just seems like things are spread out more.
Not all in the
But-
summertime. It's all
yeah.
spread out.
And then, I mean, but at this
Gemini
point,
Man's
more
coming
shows.
out this year
Oh
too.
shit, the new Will Smith movie.
Gemini's coming out
Yeah.
this. Is it November?
I think so.
It may be September. It could be September.
That's gonna be cool too.
It's gonna be really good. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Clinton, you watch your goddamn mouth.
Thank you for tuning. Thank you for tuning in.
No,
We'll
I'm
be
just playing.
back sometime.
We're gonna let you guys know we should be back next week. So we're just gonna be honest with y'all. We're coming up with a new schedule because all of us are having some really demanding work take place. So and 6:30 is kind of tough for us. If you see, we keep starting later and later. So we'll let you guys know well in advance when the new schedule is gonna be. But pretty sure we'll be recording next Wednesday at 6:30. So tune in next week. Drop any kind of comments, lines, any shows y'all are watching. Let us know what you guys suggest for us. If you want to talk shit to Erlene because she likes Jupiter Ascending, by all means, I'll
Talk
probably join
that
in.
shit.
Other than that, man.
I can handle it. Talk that shit. I love that movie.
Yeah, that movie's trash.
I love it.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.